Be sure to stay tuned for Moonbeam's Video Zone after this feature.
Child, don't be afraid. Your grandfather is expecting us. Do you see him?
No, ma'am. I don't even know what he looks like.
You don't know your own grandfather? Oh, dear me. We'll see about this. How do you do? Evelyn Twittingham, British Rail Service. I brought a child up from London, an American. His parents recently passed away, poor thing. He's to be handed over to his grandfather, one Angus McGowan of Wester Ross. We made arrangements for Mr. McGowan to meet us here, but we can't seem to find him anywhere, and I'm afraid we don't know what he looks like.
Angus McGowan, you see. Don't worry, ma'am. If Angus McGowan said he'd be here, he'll be here right as rain. And you'll know him when you see him.
I see you. Thank you so much. Come along, child. I can't carry this bag another step. Why don't you just sit here a moment, and I'll go and find the station master. Will you be all right?
Yes,
I'll be back in a flash.
All aboard!
John McGowan! Is that you, lad? John McGowan?
Grandpa?
Johnny.
Grandpa!
Don't worry, lad. You're safe with me.
Grandpa, you're going the wrong way.
So, you've been here 10 minutes, and you know your way around that?
No, I mean, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, don't worry, lad. This is how we do it in Scotland.
Grandpa, did you know my dad?
Once upon a time, when he was a lad. Was he a good father to you?
Yeah, my mom was too. I really miss her.
Oh, you'll never stop missing them, lad. But it won't always have so. What's done is done.
What's this?
Oh, don't go touching that now. That's your grandpa's whiskey.
That stuff makes you drunk, Grandpa.
No, only if you drink it the wrong way.
The man that crashed into us was drunk. He was driving on the wrong side of the road, just like you.
The hell with it then. Come on now, laddie. Wake up. We're almost home. Welcome home, John McGowan, to the land of your forefathers.
Forefathers? Nobody has forefathers.
Well, not forefathers, son. Forefathers. Your father's father and his father before him, and so on and so on. Back into history.
Oh, look at the wee lad. Ooh, you're a bonny one, aren't you? And I'm a cowan through and through, just like your pappy.
Are you my grandma?
Grandma, damnation, no. Your grandma's been gone for years, lad. A good woman she was. God bless her soul. No, this is Mrs. Cosgrove. She cooks and tends the garden. Just come on time when she calls you for supper and you'll get along fine.
Anything you want, you just ask me. I love you like my own. Oh, I love you.
Oh, don't smother them now, Maggie. Come on, let's feed them some supper. Eat, lad. You need your strength for the morning chores.
Chores? I'm too young to do chores, Grandpa. That starts when you're about 8.
Oh, you're never too young, or old, or sick, or tired to do your chores. Right, Mrs. Cosgrove?
Eat up, lad. It's mutton stew in honor of your arrival.
Do you guys ever eat, like, pizza or hamburgers? Or bean and cheese burritos?
No. I've heard of pizzas and hammy burgers, but what are these burritos? You tell me what's in them and I'll do my best to make them for you.
Can I go to bed now?
Of course you can, lad. A good night's sleep will do you the world of good.
Go easy on the lad, Angus. Give him time to adjust.
He's old enough to work the sheep. Work will take his mind off his sorrow.
Only time can mend a broken heart.
His father worked the sheep at his age.
Aye, and left home as soon as he was old enough. Didn't he now? Any mail in town for me?
No. Just another bill from the taxman. Damn persistent lot.
One of these days they're going to lock you up, Angus McGowan.
They can't squeeze blood from stone.
All this land is yours?
Ours, lad. The castle, the hills, further than the eye can see, has borne the McGowan name for centuries. This land is magic, lad. You give to the land gives back to you. It's been that way forever, and will be forevermore. As long as we love and respect and care for it well.
Are we rich?
We are rich, lad. In here, where it counts. Well, just you watch the sheep, and I'll be back for your dinner time.
Watch them? Watch them do what?
Well, whatever it is they do. Just see to it they don't do it too far from home. That's called the Dragon's Lullaby. It's a bonny tune from a way back. Try it, lad.
I can't, Grandpa.
Of course you can. You're a McGowan. Oh, put some spirit into it, lad. There you go, lad. Give your sadness to the music.
What was that?
Damned if I know. Strangest thing I ever heard.
Come on, Grandpa. Let's go in. It's too scary out here.
Aye, right you are, lad. Keep those pipes with you now. They're yours. Keep them with you at all times. You'll soon be piping like a Scotsman. Come on. realize your grandma, lad. God bless her soul. You and me are all that remains of the McGowan clan. It's up to us to protect the castle and the land. And it's up to you to carry on after I'm gone.
Gone?
Oh, don't worry, lad. I'm not going anywhere for a long while yet. You see this tree? It's a wishing tree. Touch it and make a wish. And if your wish is good, and wish with all your heart, the fairy folk will make it come to pass.
That stuff's only in fairy tales, Grandpa.
Right you are, lad. Every nook and cranny of McGowan land's got a legend behind it. Well, the chores are waiting. I'll see you at supper time.
I wish I had a friend.
Places.
Don't scare him, Grandpa.
All right, Johnny. Steady there, little fella. I'm not going to harm you. Where did you find him?
Over there in the valley. Can I keep him, Grandpa? Please?
Oh, now hold your horses, laddie. This is no ordinary house pet. This is the wee baby dragon.
Sailor boy and the sailor boy loves me. We're to be married when he gets back from sea. Oh, I love him dearly, and I know that he...
Mrs. Cosgrove!
Don't frighten me like that.
Look what I found!
you've made me do.
It's a dragon, Maggie.
Get out! Filthy creature, now get back! Don't hurt him, Mrs. Cosgrove. He's my new pet.
What in the blue blazes? Lord Almighty, how do you house train a dragon? Put the reptile off the sofa, lad.
Oh, give it a break, Maggie. Well, I'll be. The dragon's taken a liking to you, in spite of your old sourpuss.
No, no, don't you be looking at me like that. Get down.
It's okay, boy. She's nicer than she looks.
Keeping a pet is a lifelong responsibility, lad.
I know that, Grandpa.
You gotta love and care for it.
Aye, and clean up after it.
I know all that, Mrs. Cosgrove. He's so cool. How did he get here?
There is a legend of a dragon that once roamed these parts. And the brave knight, a McGowan he was, who slew it with his sword. They say that in the silence that followed the dragon's death, the knight heard a cry, like a wee babe. He followed the sound deep into the cave, and there he found a wee baby dragon. So sweet and sad and helpless that the knight's heart was softened and he could not raise his sword against it. He gathered up the baby dragon and took it with him. But the elves came by night and stole it away to the elfin kingdom, where nothing ever grows old or dies.
Wow.
The fairy folk have given you a dragon, lad. One of God's most wondrous creatures. You must keep the McGowan land a haven for it. And most of all, John, protect it from the outside world.
I will. I promise. Can I keep it, please?
You'll be needing a name then.
Yeah, a name. Let's see. Do you got a name, little fella? Yeller? Is that your name?
Yeller it be then. And a bonny name it is. It's only me. Thank you, Yola, for bringing happiness to my boy.
Good morning, Yalla. It's a bonny day, isn't it?
This one's not even on the map, sir.
Looks great, Brownie. Hey, check out this castle, Beth.
Lovely castle, eh, lassie?
Perfect for the haunted castle segment.
Can't you just appreciate it for what it is, Bob?
Not now, baby, I'm working.
You're always working.
That's right, gotta pay that college tuition somehow.
May I ask you a bit of a personal question, lassie?
Sure.
Do all you American kids call your parents by their given name?
Not all of us.
Sort of a term of endearment.
Shall I take it down, sir?
Yeah, let me roll here. Take it nice and smooth.
I sure hope the owners don't mind us trespassing like this.
Hey, are you kidding? They'll be delighted when they find out we want to use their castle on Unsolved Mysteries of History.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be thrilled.
Hey, Unsolved Mysteries of History is a very popular program. Right, Brownie?
Not in Scotland, sir.
Oh, yeah. Spectacular. Fantastic. Excellent.
Will not disturb anyone shooting here, sir.
We'll set up right here, Brownie.
Right, you are, sir. Anything else?
Yep, I got it. Thank you very much. Okay. Clear the frame, you guys. Come on! Aha. Okay. Time to work that old Bob Armstrong video magic. And we're rolling. Brownie! Quiet, I'm rolling here.
Oh my god. You guys?
Beth, quiet, I'm rolling here. Brownie! Beth! Brownie! Will you get out of the shot? No, wait, that looks good. Put your hands out like you're trying to touch a ghost. Scared. More scared. More scared. More scared!
Dad, look out!
Very funny, you guys. That's great stuff for the gag reel. Now, will you please clear the frame so I can get a shot of this... Wait! Dragon!
You there? Don't move! Yowler, no.
Jeez!
Settle down now. Don't worry, he won't hurt you.
Oh, yeah?
Go on, Yellow, away with you now. You heard me, go on. You're right, sir.
Yeah, I guess we're okay. Aren't we, guys?
If my eyes don't deceive me, I'd call that a dragon.
Amazing. A real-life dragon.
Does that thing belong to you, son?
He's not a thing, he's a dragon. And I'm not your son, sir.
Right. Well, pleased to meet you anyway. Bob Armstrong, documentary filmmaker. This is Brownie McGee, my pilot. And, my daughter, Beth.
I don't work with him. I'm just visiting.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. The name's McGowan. John McGowan.
John McGowan. Nice to meet you.
Johnny? Johnny, is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine, Mrs. Cosgrove. Don't worry.
We represent a famous television program in the United States. We're doing a documentary on the haunted castles of Scotland.
Oh, this castle isn't haunted. It's a home of great dignity.
Oh, hey, it's spectacular. I didn't mean...
Now. Let's all go into the house and have a nice cup of tea. We don't get too many visitors up here.
That's a great idea, Mrs. Cosgrove.
That'd be lovely, Bob.
Yeah, let me help.
Oh, right.
Castle's this way.
This is so cool.
I got the dragon! But it's a terrible shot.
A dragon, lad. How the blazes did you come by a dragon?
It's a long story, sir.
I'd love to hear about that sometime.
You know, John, this dragon of yours has got to be the most amazing thing I've ever heard of. Have you ever thought about sharing him with the rest of the world?
Oh, no, sir. I couldn't be doing that.
Really? Why not?
Because I can't.
Mr. Brownie, do try another slice of my ginger cake.
It's absolutely delicious, Mum.
Oh, well, I didn't make it myself. And the scones. do. I like to see a man with an appetite.
Oh, I've got one of those, all right.
Glad to hear it. Are you comfortable there?
I am fine. You do all your own baking?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, quite well known in these parts. There's a recipe from my grandmother, my great-grandmother. Person around here would like to get their hands on that recipe. I'm a hand if I want to.
Well then, if everyone's finished, the chores are waiting. I'll walk you to your thingamajig.
It's a helicopter, lad.
Right. Well, we have to get back to Edinburgh before dark anyway. But listen, here's my card, okay? This is just in case you change your mind. I'm pretty well connected in media circles. I could help you put something together.
Appreciate the hospitality, Bob.
Come and visit any time. I make an exceptional haggis, if I do say so myself.
Haggis?
Well, bye. Hope to see you again sometime.
That'll be a happy circumstance.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I implore you, folks, keep to yourselves what you've seen here today. Please.
Hey, John, don't worry. Your secret is safe with us.
Mr. Armstrong.
Mr. McIntyre. Sir. Thanks for taking the time to see me. Yeah, it's a real pleasure meeting you, sir. I'm a longtime admirer.
Are you now? Make yourself comfortable.
Thanks. Beautiful place.
I bought a 400-year-old country manor, tore it apart piece by piece, and reconstructed it here. So, Well, make it fast, young man. I don't like sales pitches.
Right. Good. Okay. I have here photographic evidence and corroborative eyewitnesses proving the existence of a real live dragon. Now, what you are about to see may surprise and shock you, but Mr. McIntyre, I guarantee you it will change your life. Okay, here we are flying over the castle. Now, I'm not at liberty to say where this castle is right now, but I will say you won't find it on any map. I was setting up this spectacular shot for this documentary I'm working on. The pilot, Brownie, and my daughter. Now, I didn't know it, but they had just seen the dragon. Then I see it.
Dragon! Sheep! Sweet!
Well, what do you think? Well, I had a little camera trouble there. Darn dragon damn near broke my lens. I could run it back for you in slow-mo if you like.
How many other folks claim to have seen this dragon?
My crew, they're reliable. The kid who owns the castle, the old lady who lives with him, and now you, sir, you're the first person that came to mind. With a modest bit of financial backing, I could deliver some very marketable footage of that dragon.
If you're square with me, young man, I'll make you the same offer I made for Nessie. I'll fund an expedition to capture and transport the creature back to Edinburgh. I'll build a place to house it and promote it as a fine family attraction.
Oh, well, that's a very interesting proposition, sir, but what's in it for me?
Oh, I'll make it well worth your while. Now, this young laird of the manor, it's his dragon, you see.
Well, actually, sir, the boy might be a little resistant to the idea. He's sort of a noble savage type.
Wants a lot of money, does he?
Mr. McIntyre, I'll be honest with you. I did a little research. And I think he's got some tax problems, if you know what I mean.
You're saying we might exert a bit of pressure.
Well, I'll leave that to your discretion, sir. I'm just passing along a little intelligence.
I like you, Mr. Armstrong. You're smarter than you look.
Oh, well, coming from you, sir, I'll take that as a compliment. Hey, Johnny, how's it going?
Nice, sir.
Hi.
Hello again.
Surprised to see us? What's wrong?
They say we owe them £170,000. And if we don't pay the money within 30 days, they're going to take McGowan Castle away from us.
You know, John, I've been doing a lot of thinking. Now, this may seem a little far out, but just indulge me for a minute here. This could be the answer to all your problems. What if we were to bring the dragon to civilization, put it on display, just for a limited engagement, you name it, maybe a movie down the road.
Think what an impact it would have on the rest of the world, socially and financially.
You mean to put him in a zoo or something of the sort?
Like a monkey in a cage?
No, not like a zoo. More like a real classy amusement park kind of place.
He's a force of nature, he is. I don't think he'd take kindly to captivity.
You just hit the nail on the head, Mrs. Cosgrove. He's a force of nature. Bigger than you, bigger than me, bigger than all of us. John, that dragon doesn't just belong to you. It belongs to every man, woman, and especially every child on the planet.
Supposing we did do something of the sort. I'm not saying yes, mind you, but just suppose. Could we make enough money to satisfy the tax folks?
Oh, Johnny boy, everybody'd come out of this a winner.
Well then, looking at it that way, I mean for the kids and all, I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Yes!
For a little while, that is. If Yowler doesn't mind.
Okay, Yowler. Calm down. These are our friends. They're going to help us save the land. The only thing is, they need to take you and me to the big city for a time, to show you to some folks. Will you do it, Yowler?
Hold on a minute here, John. I just flashed on a potential problem. Does Yowler, by any chance, breathe fire?
Oh no, he's much too young for that.
Too young?
Dragons can live for over 500 years. They don't learn to fly or breathe fire until they reach, to the beyond the pup stage. This is Beth, Yowler. She's a very special friend.
Yowler?
Okay, we'll see you guys later.
Let's Come on, boy. Come on. This is where I first found Yowler. Like when I was a wee lad.
It's amazing to think that you were once American. You sound so authentic.
Making fun of my accent now, are we?
No. No, not at all. I think it's cool. I was 5 when my parents divorced. Thought it was the most tragic thing in the world. Must have been awful for you. Your parents dying like that.
It was a sad time indeed. And a shock too. Coming from the land of cartoons and pizzas to the middle of nowhere with the old folks. Funny thing is, I scarcely remember the bad anymore. Only the good times.
Wish I could do that. I've been mad at my dad for so long. I want to love him, but he's just so... Well, you see how he is. Not even sure that I like him.
He is a bit of a character.
scared me.
Are you all right?
Oh, I was just listening to my music.
I heard no music.
Do you like it?
It's downright flabbergasting.
Don't you have a stereo here?
Oh, just an old gramophone and some bagpipe records.
Oh, that's cool. Wait a minute. Listen to this. Do you like to dance?
I have been known to cut loose with a jig now and then. A wee bit embarrassing.
Well, I think you're doing great.
Look as funny as I feel, do I? This kind of dancing's harder than it looks.
There you are, lad. Your ancestral home, free and clear.
Thank you, sir.
And now let's turn our attention to the future, to Dragonworld. It's a great gesture you're making, John. Sharing your good fortune with the children of the world. Just sign here, lad.
And what is it he is putting his name to, Mr. McIntyre?
Well, it's the 30-day contract between John McGowan and McIntyre Enterprises, transferring guardianship of the creature to me for the period of time that it's in my custody. It protects you from any liability and grants me the power to act in the creature's best interests.
Oh, his name is Yowler, sir.
Oh, Yowler. That's a grand name.
We've prepared this cheese with an appropriate dosage. If you'll feed it to the creature, we'll get underway.
You won't hurt him with it.
He'll sleep like a baby, lad.
And when he wakes up, he'll be in Edinburgh, living like a king.
It's okay, Yowler. These are our friends. Look, they brought you a treat.
people have been lining up, camping in the streets for today's grand opening of Lester McIntyre's Dragonworld and the historical unveiling of this mythic beast that's been touted as the 8th wonder of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, lads and lassies, we welcome you to Dragonworld!
Look at all the happy lads and lasses. Come on, let's go and see our dragon.
I'm sorry, Alna. I don't like it here either. It's just for a wee while. No, don't shoot!
At ease, men! Calm down, lad. They're armed with non-lethal tranquilizer darts.
You guys, he hates it here.
I should have listened to Mrs. Cosgrove.
Don't fret, lads and lassies. Our folks know what they're doing. Dragon just needs time to accept things as they are. Come on now, let's go and greet the paying public.
Don't be sad. It's only for a month. Sign the contract. Just have to make the best of it.
Up, Dragon! Up with you now. Time to go to work.
Done a terrible thing.
Don't fret, lad. Look at the joys given to folks.
Is it all right, sir? To trade his happiness for theirs?
You've got to think of your own happiness too, lad. based on today's ticket sales. In 6 months' time, I can make each and every one of you a multimillionaire.
I appreciate all you've done for me, Mr. McIntyre. But this isn't the life for Yowler and me. At the end of the month, I'll be taking him home.
I'm afraid that won't fit in with Yowler's schedule.
Schedule?
I intend to exercise my option to extend the contract.
I beg your pardon?
You can't do that. Can he?
I can do anything I damn well please. That's right here, in the contract.
Please, sir. We can't keep him cooped up like this. He'll die of a broken heart.
Dragon's a cold-blooded creature, lad. It can adapt to anything. Trust me. I'm an expert on cold-blooded animals.
Takes one to know one.
Mind your tongue, young lady.
I trusted you. And all this time you've been deceiving me.
That's not true.
Confusing me with your city ways.
No, John, I swear I'm your friend.
Yowler's my friend. And with your help, I betrayed him.
Jeez. Kid's got himself in a hell of a mess.
You're despicable, Bob. I can hardly believe you're my father.
Excuse me, sir. I have to speak with my dragon.
Sorry, lad. You're no longer allowed in the courtyard. Mr. McIntyre's orders.
Leave me alone. I don't want your sympathy.
And I don't want to be a millionaire. I want to help you get Yowler back.
Dragonworld is temporarily closed. Please proceed to the exits in an orderly fashion. Please remain calm. there is no danger. I repeat, there is no danger. Hope you've enjoyed your visit to Dragonworld, and look forward to seeing you again soon.
Ready? Aim! Fire! Hey, you guys! Mr. Armstrong, let's go find McIntyre!
Mr. McIntyre, you there?
What is it, Armstrong?
Please, sir, if you'll let us in, we've got something very important to tell you. It's about the dragon.
Make it snappy.
Mr. McIntyre, you have to set Yana free now.
I'll do nothing of the sort.
Please, Mr. McIntyre. He's a danger to himself and everyone around him.
Armstrong, can't you control your daughter?
Afraid not, sir. She takes after me.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you'd all just keep out of my business. I've sent for Dr. William Nelson, the finest veterinary surgeon in London, to come and operate on the beast. Remove whatever it is that's causing the problem. A simple surgical procedure, and everything will be fine and dandy.
You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. That contract gives me total authority over the beast while it's in my custody.
You tricked John into signing that contract, and you changed the deal without even discussing it.
What if I did? Not my responsibility to make him read the contract. You could have read it yourself if you're so curious.
I thought you read it.
Fine print gives me a headache, baby.
You are a pathetic imitation of a man.
And you, Mr. McIntyre, are what's commonly known as a butthead.
I'm fed up to the back teeth with you and your whining little brats.
Hey, I do not whine.
I'm no kin to him, sir.
Get out of here or I'll have you thrown out.
Give the boy back his dragon or I'll...
Or you'll what?
Ow! Jeez, that hurts!
Mr. Armstrong.
Daddy!
Come on, you guys, give me a hand here.
Mr. Armstrong, what the thunder are you doing?
Going out on a limb for you, kid. We got McIntyre's confession on tape, and we got 3 hours until Yowler's tranquilizers wear off. We're, winging it.
I've come for a refund.
Beg your pardon, sir.
A refund? I want my money back. £20 I paid him. That damn dragon practically singed my beard off.
Sorry, sir. We are closed for the day. Come back tomorrow.
I know it's not your fault.
Sorry, lads.
Brownie, what are you doing here? Looking for you, sir. What the devil's going on?
Yowler's past the pup stage now.
Kids, let's get this show on the road.
I love you, Daddy.
Keep that in mind when you're applying for financial aid next semester. Yala, wake up.
Do you know how to switch the alarm system off?
No! But this generally works in the movies.
Nice one, sir.
Armstrong!
Mr. McIntyre looks a tan aggravated.
You there in the courtyard! Halt! Yala, come on, get up! You there! Stand away from the dragon!
Hurry it up, kid!
Do know best, sir.
Somebody stop them!
Right?
Yeah, I think so. How about you?
Never better. I feel like a real cowboy.
Beth!
I'm going with John, Daddy. Come on.
Go for it, sweetheart! We'll catch up with you later.
Yowler, get up, boy.
We've got you surrounded, lad. Come down with your hands up.
See, Yowler, don't hurt anyone.
Quit clean now, lad. I will open fire.
Yowler, no! Come on, Yowler. Let's go home.
Come on, Armstrong. The Whirlybird's waiting.
Get me my chopper now!
Beth? Would you, consider possibly ever... I'm sure you wouldn't, but... Would you marry me? Good boy, Yalla. You're home now, safe and sound.
Johnny! Johnny! Oh, Johnny! Oh, thank goodness you're home. Oh, and Beth, welcome back, dear.
Hi, Mrs. Cosgrove.
Oh, and Yola, look at ye. I never thought I'd be so happy to see the old reptile back.
You're right about the big city, Mrs. Cosgrove. It's no place for Yalla and me.
They're coming.
They're coming. What do they want?
They want Yalla. They're not going to stop hounding us until they have him. You have to go now, Yalla. Back to where you came from. Go on, Yalla. Off with you now. Don't you understand, boy? You're not safe here anymore. I've ruined it for you. Life for us will never be the same now that they know where we are. Go on, Yalla. Get away from me. I don't want you here anymore. You're too much responsibility. You've been a burden to me all my life with your yowling and your big clumsy ways. We saved you from McIntyre. What more do you want? Now go on. Live your own life and let mine be. Don't you understand, Yalla? I don't want you anymore! I wish I never found you in the first place! So go on! Get away from me! That's it. Go on. Back to where you came from.
Where's the dragon, lad?
He's gone.
What do you mean, gone? He was here a minute ago. I saw him myself.
He's gone. Back to where he came from.
Then get him back here right now.
I can't do that, sir. What's done is done.
Right. I understand there's some dispute as to the ownership of this dragon.
Yes, sir.
No question about it. The dragon's the property of McIntyre Enterprises.
Mr. Armstrong here showed us a bit of videotape in which you admit to having acquired the dragon by fraudulent means, sir.
Misunderstanding, officer. The contract is 100% legally binding.
So you accept full responsibility then?
I do.
Then you're under arrest, Mr. McIntyre.
What?
Destruction of property, creating a nuisance, endangering the public, reckless flying.
I'll have your job for this.
Oh, you are welcome to it, sir, but I doubt you'd pass the physical. Come on.
I'll fly Mr. McIntyre to Edinburgh. Then I'll be back, Mrs. Cosgrove. I'll be dreaming of a nice hot supper when I return.
And you shall have it, Mr. Brownie, my dear.
Thanks, Brownie.
Pleasure, sir. Lad, lassie.
Thank you, sir.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, baby.
I failed in my responsibility, Grandpa. I saved the land. I lost Yowler in doing it. I wish Yowler would come back. So I could tell him I'm sorry. He's gone now. Back to the fairyland, where nothing ever grows old or dies.
Sweetie, Mummy's here. Oh.
Come on, wee Johnny. Come to Daddy now.
Look, lad. This is our land. And the land of our fathers before us. A magical place, Johnny. Filled with wondrous tales. Yowler.
Mrs. Cosgrove! Come quickly!
Oh, bless my soul, the reptile's back!
Will you stay with us, Yowler? I promise you, we'll never let you come to harm.
Oh, don't think you can come into the house with all your fire breathing and such.
Yowler, welcome home.
and welcome to Moonbeam's Video Zone. I'm really not a giant guy. I'm on a miniature set for a film we just finished called Beanstalk. It turned out great, and at the end of the movie, of course, the giant comes down and chases Jack. So I think Beanstalk should be out later on this year in 1994. I hope you all enjoyed Dragonworld. It was a real difficult picture for us to make. You know, we really wanted to do the right thing with all the special effects shots and the dragon shots, and I'm really proud of the way the film turned out, and I'm pretty convinced we're going to wind up doing a Dragonworld 2. Coming up on the Moonbeam label, we have Pet Shop, we have Prehysteria 2, we have this really, really cool show called Teeny Weenies, which is inspired from a film called Darby O'Gill and the Little People. And later this year, we're shooting a film called Genie. So there's some wonderful projects that are going to be made and released on the Moonbeam label, and I hope to see you on the next edition of the Video Zone.
Once upon a time, in the mystical land of Moonbeam, lived a baby dragon named Yowler. It takes a lot of magic. Movie magic to create a dragon.
The design of the dragon came from several different directions. One was Andrea von Schally, who basically designed it on paper. And then Mark Rappaport came along and kind of helped her in like designing it in a way that it would work mechanically for us. And then David Allen kind of came in and gave us some of his input too. And basically all of us working together, and then Andrea really sculpting the thing. We came up with a thing that was basically a classical dragon, but with a more loving, feminine touch, I think.
Well, I designed him and the baby dragon for this movie. I always try to do something that's different than anything I've seen. You think back about what you remember and what you've seen and come up with your own version of it. That's what I do. And it's a lot of fun. Well, the stop motion model was the first one that I started, and from that they took measurements and scaled it up 6 times larger.
And yell!
Once the design was complete, sculpting began.
The first step of any sculpture is the armature, and the armature for this was gigantic because it's so heavy with all the clay on there that they spent many days working with huge pieces of steel pipe and rod and welding this thing together first. Then they're going to make a mold, a copy of it, a foam casting, and they have to paint it. And then after that, to bring it to life,
Yowler's growth from baby to fire breather requires several dragon versions.
We came to England with 2 dragons in crates. One being the baby dragon, which was about 4 feet tall and fully cable operable, and basically had hand movement, leg movement, and full facial articulation that really gave him life.
With Baby Yowler, what we've done is we made him a complicated cable puppet and a radio-controlled head. And the cables for these puppets act very similar to muscles. Puppeteers are 10 to 15 feet away from this puppet. There's 5 or 6 of them. What they're doing is that the movement that comes through the wing, they're actuating with their arms. So they make this movement, which is their muscles making that movement. The cable, which acts as the muscles for the puppet, does the same thing in the puppet's arm.
Look what I found!
On the radio-controlled part of this, we go to your hobby store and we pick up what looks to be a regular radio-controlled transmitter, but we change it internally to make it work for us, so we can get a lot of different motion. And that motion allows us to give a back and forth movement on eyebrows, which we combine with the lids moving up and down, lower and upper. The eyes move 4 ways, up, down, left, and right. And we have nostril movements, we have mouth movements, we have lip movements.
Can I keep them, Grandpa, please?
Different Yowlers serve different functions.
We also had just kind of an empty foam puppet version of him for like the scene where Johnny tackles the dragon.
Cut. Excellent.
And then shortly after the baby dragon arrived, in a much larger crate and in several different crates, came the big dragon, which was basically the head of the dragon and a length of its neck with all of its framework and articulation and cable controls so that we could do scenes where we had the people in close proximity with the dragon and actually there talking to the dragon.
Yowler was also created using stop-motion animation and digital computer animation.
We started out thinking the movie was going to be done fully with stop-motion animation and our puppetry that we did on the set. And then after Jurassic Park came out and everyone began to see what was possible using computer-generated imagery, we decided that we'd give it a chance too on some of the scenes that we couldn't really do justice to by traditional stop-motion animation.
Using both techniques requires special shots on the set.
You're dealing with the very technical demands of shooting background plates, and each plate becomes like several hours of setting it up and very precisely.
Action!
Luckily for us, we had Chris Endicott along with us, and Chris was our special effects supervisor for the optical effects. And so Chris was with us at all times going, this is possible, that's not possible, you got to do this. Please, Ted, don't do that because it'll be impossible later.
Could be good. That looks good!
Now the wonderful wizardry of digital effects are created by Randall William Cook.
In order to animate something digitally, what you have to do is you have to build it digitally in a wireframe form. Since the dragon was built already for other scenes in the film, we just took that sculpture and had it scanned in.
Yowler, get up, boy.
What we have here is the first part of the animation of John and Beth Escape. And when you first look at it to review it, it looks like this. This can be viewed backwards or forwards, and you can step it a little bit at a time. And you look at this to quickly preview the kind of motion you've got and to see if you've got it right. If you like it, you go back and make final adjustments. Then, when you've got the animation a little farther along, you render it out at a higher resolution that shows the actual creature's body and not just the wireframe. And it looks more complete.
Digital effects artist Michael Hoover determines Yowler's exact look.
The dragon is actually, when he came from the digital scan-in people, was bone white and smooth, completely uninteresting. Really looked like a marble statue. We have 10 texture maps and bump maps for the dragon. The software allows us to position a projector wherever we want and shine our image right onto the side of the model, and it stays there. So when the model moves, that image moves with it.
Having a dragon as a co-star made some interesting demands on the actors.
You find some actors are a little bit better at pretending than others in terms of seeing something in front of them that's not there. We had a thing we called the monster stick, which was this big, tall stick with a little cutout where the dragon's head would be, and so Chris Endicott would always be there kind of like maneuvering the stick around the set so that people would have a common eye line for their reactions. It's really a matter of you just do whatever you can do on the set to try to imagine what it's going to be like to see this 20-foot tall dragon in front of you and then just bring it out of everybody. Cortland Meade was a real joy to work with. With him working with the dragon, all he needed to do was to see the puppet of the baby dragon, and the minute he saw that, he understood exactly what was going to be happening and exactly what his relationship was with the dragon.
Gotcha. It's kind of cute.
Yowler may be an amazing compilation of special effects, but to the actors, he's very real.
He's 19 feet tall, and he literally slobbers down my neck.
Actually, you know what? I've come to the conclusion that we all want the dragon to be real. Because we love the dragon so much, we want the dragon to love us back.
But I'll tell you, he's a joy to be with. He's a joy. I can't say any more. A real joy.
When I first saw the dragon, it was alive. It was fantastic. I was delighted and surprised at how wonderful he looks. Reading the script, I had a very vivid picture of him myself. It's very nice to be able to act with something as animated as that.
Really working with the dragon, which is
amazing. I've never done that before. That's quite interesting.
It's wonderful.
It is great.
Absolutely marvelous. It's magic.
Thank you, Yola, for bringing happiness to my boy.
Even royalty has fallen head over heels for Yowler. The Duke of Rutland, owner of Hayden Hall, Yowler's castle, tries his hand as a
I understand
puppeteer.
you've done this before, Your Grace.
I've done it before in Bakewell on the old small dragon, which is magnificent too.
Here go the ears.
And very clever. Oh yes, that's marvelous, isn't it?
What are his ears doing?
It seems that Yowler and Dragonworld have found their way into everybody's hearts. We hope that yours is one of them.
Well, The Pet Shop is a comedy that's targeted toward kids, and it is about a family, an Italian family from Brooklyn, who are in the Witness Protection Program, and they get sent to a town, small town in Arizona called Cactus Flats.
So this is suburbia. I think I'm going to be ill.
At the same time that they arrive, also two aliens from outer space, these very wacky aliens called Mr. and Mrs. Zim, also arrive in Cactus Flats and take over the sort of okey-pokey pet shop that is in the center of town.
Mr. Zim, we have a problem? Back room, yes, I figured as much. Excuse us, folks. One of God's creatures calls.
The aliens want to capture 4 kids of the town and take them back to their planet and make them into pets. And the way that they're going to coax the children to come with them is by giving them some pets that they brought with them from outer space.
All right, you miserable little creatures! Front and center!
The creatures are fun and colorful and silly and are great playmates.
There, you see? Boobub loves you.
This is Vubub, and as you can see, Vubub is a very furry, cuddly, sweet-faced creature. And what Vubub does is he transforms into a rabbit. He listens to music and he actually dances. I love his little beak. He makes funny little noises with his beak, and he has beautiful eyes. And this is Pwing, and Pwing transforms into an iguana. And I just think she's so graceful, and the way that she moves, she does this amazing thing where she can actually walk up the walls. One really special function is that Pwing gives great kisses. And this is Trimblecorn, and Trimblecorn transforms into a turtle. And Trimblecorn is really interesting because he's very, very strong. He's also very colorful and very playful and has a very funny little laugh as well. He is really good at chess, so he's a really smart little animal.
She won! You're better than anything my dad ever bought me.
So this is Geisel, and Geisel transforms into a puppy. I really like Geisel because Geisel has the friendliest look. He really is like just so furry and fuzzy and playful looking, and he has a really wonderful laugh to him as well.
Oh, you bit my finger! Tickle you, tickle you.
What was really fun about the special effects in this movie, and also challenging, is that we didn't have any stop motion effects, and so what we had to do is we had to do everything on the set and everything in front of the camera. So that meant that we had to spend a lot of time along with the puppeteers and along with the designer of the puppets, figuring out how the creatures were going to move.
Oh, wow. Hey, you guys, you got cool pets.
My advice about being a director would be that have lots and lots of confidence, would be to write as much of your own stories as you possibly can and use your imagination, and be resourceful and know about acting and know about photography and know about every facet of making movies.
Moonbeam Entertainment invites you to take home something different.
Trimble, is that you?
Something wondrous.
Geisel?
Something magical, warm, and fuzzy. And there's only one place you can find them.
So open the door already.
Pet Shop. This summer, owning a pet is out of this world.
Is he too cute or what?
Randy had the world at his fingertips, but just when he had it all in control, things took a turn for the worse.
School called. When I get home, young man, I'm going to confiscate every model in the house.
3 men suspected of robbing a local convenience store are still at large tonight. Police warn that the 3 should be considered armed and dangerous.
I've never known anyone who got expelled before.
My mom's threatening to confiscate every model in the house. So I'm taking him to the hideout until things cool down.
He was about to find out what real trouble was all about.
Wow, this is a real pretty house.
How long we gotta hole up here?
So the cops give up on the roadblocks, 3-4 days maybe.
Now he's matching wits with 3 outlaws who are about to outwit themselves.
No!
Error by error.
Strike the spark in the air for you guys!
Blunder by blunder.
Come quick, someone's coming!
Don't worry, kid, we're not gonna hurt you.
Oh, no, look, they got the army after us!
And blow by blow.
You gotta be pretty smart to get away from Louis, kid. Ah, Richie!
He's teaching the bad guys just how far a kid will go. Remote, a comedy powered by adventure.
Can you give us a hint? It's from the centuries. Cold, very cold, Bob.
Bigger than a breadbasket?
Maybe.
Is it fish or fowl?
Ooh, you getting warm there, Helen? Life takes strange little turns. And once you think you've seen it all, kids, you ain't seen nothing yet. What the?
The Taylors had a habit of living in the past.
Can you believe my brother listens to Elvis? The geek is living in the Stone Age.
Until the past
My ants! Where are my ants?
came to live with them.
Honey, we got company.
Now, the Taylors have some new house guests.
Good God, it had a nose like my math teacher.
All they want is some good food,
Watch the fingers, Godzilla.
some good music,
What do you want to call a stegosaurus? Bon Jovi?
a little adventure,
I want my babies back, and I want them now. You can't.
and a couple of laughs.
Say howdy. You just got kissed on the tush by the king.
Because after 65 million years,
These things were over 40 feet long and 7 tons.
Guess we got the runs of the litter.
these guys have a lot to catch up on.
Awesome gizmo. Where's the batteries?
Oh, cool, dogs.
Prehysteria. They're not just fossils anymore.
Elvis.
Available exclusively on video cassette from Paramount Home Video and Moonbeam Entertainment.
Hi, my name is Cortland Mead, and this is my friend Yowler for Dragonworld. We're here to tell you about the Moonbeam Fan Club. When you join, you'll get this awesome t-shirt. See? Isn't it cool? You'll also get the Moonbeam newsletter. It's got interviews and the secrets behind the special effects and inside information about upcoming Moonbeam films. You'll get our t-shirt and our newsletter for only 20 bucks. That also gets you a lifetime membership card. For more information about Moonbeam, you could call 1-800-MOONBEAM, or you could write to Moonbeam Entertainment at this address. Thanks for watching, and keep sending those fan letters. Me and Yowler will see you on the next Video Zone.